Destination work is all about turning work into a destination, a place that people are excited about coming to every day. In other words, they say, wow, I get to go to work today, and say, oh God, I got to go to work today. That's what we're talking about, destination work. A place where people feel cared for, a place where people can be themselves, a place where they can have some fun, and a place where they go to get their batteries recharged. So the steps that we talk about in the book for destination work, number one, focus on people instead of performance numbers. Treat me as a human being. It's not about the numbers. Because people, the efforts of the people working there are the ones that drive the numbers. When we use numbers to manage people, we're confusing cause and effect. People, their efforts cause numbers. So let's focus on the people. You focus on the people, you meet their needs, they get very excited about working hard to make those numbers good. Secondly, the traditional method, the control paradigm, if you will, uses fear as a motivator. We said that doesn't bring out the best, it brings out the worst. So let's replace fear with something that does work. And the thing that does work is trust. When there's a high level of trust, I have the freedom to be myself. I have the freedom to make my own decisions. I have the freedom to challenge. So to create a trust environment, what has to happen is everybody has to be real. Be themselves. Nobody's better than anybody else. There's no room for arrogance when you manage by trust. Secondly, you've got to be appreciative. Nothing worse than doing a great job and nobody notices or cares. So you got to say thank you a lot. Third, you got to be interested in these people. These are your bread and butter. These are your most important asset or resource at work. Treat them like they are. And finally, be nice. People always kid me, Ross, you got a PhD and be nice is the best you can come up with. Well, being nice sets the tone. Being nice says you're approachable. Being nice is what makes people like you, and they have to like you before they can trust you. So simple things like smiling and doing little things to people to brighten their day. And after we've got the trust going, now we're free to be ourselves and have fun. So we want to turn work into fun. If you go to a place like Southwest Airlines, they're having fun. And when people have fun, they work hard. You never heard people say, oh God, I had so much fun yesterday, I'm exhausted. No, they love having fun. You can't have too much fun. But you always hear people complain about working too hard. And finally, again, senior management has to be an active player in all this. They can't sit off from afar and flip switches and expect all this to work out. So one of the things that we did point out that I thought was very significant in our book is senior management has to be an active player.
I don't see going to work and getting your batteries recharged as a concept that most employees working in industry now, I don't think they would see that as a place to go to get their batteries charged. I think they would look more at a vacation for that. Why do you actually bring that up and say recharging their batteries at work?
Well, because what happens when you go to work and have fun, that releases energy. Okay, every one of us is walking around with this reservoir of positive energy that has to be released. Okay, when somebody is nice to you or when you are having fun with the people you work for, that energy gets released and it's like you're a new person, all right? And so in many organizations, work is seen as a form of punishment that I have to go through to get my paycheck so I can go on a vacation for 2 weeks out of the year. And unfortunately, that doesn't get the best out of people. There's a reason 79% of the people worldwide are not engaged. It's because it's no fun, okay? But when you have fun, it's contagious. Your energy level is higher. Everybody else's energy level is higher, which means they have the wherewithal to work harder. They're more creative. They're more innovative. So now we come up with better ideas for products, services, and customer experiences. And as I mentioned earlier, what this creates is a competitive edge that competitors have a hard time copying. I remember seeing the CEOs of Delta Airlines, US Air, United, and there's one other, Continental. And all of them were being asked at different times by reporters, why can't you be successful like Southwest? And they said, we can copy everything Southwest does, and we have. The old CEO used to let them come in and look around and anything they want to look at because he had nothing to hide. And he says, we've copied all that. And then here comes the kicker. He said, however, the only thing we can't copy is the loyalty of their employees. And I want to say, hello, that's the one thing, if they copied that, that's where the magic is. It's in the employees. You capture that magic, everything else falls into place. But see, they missed the point. They thought if they copied the formula. No, there's no magic in the formula. The magic is in the people. You get the people excited, they're the ones that make things happen. And that's why fun is such an important thing. And that's how people get their batteries recharged at work.
Earlier you brought up the concept of the Maslow hierarchy, and in your program, and pardon the pun, you actually are wrecking the Maslow hierarchy. How or why is that hierarchy failing business, and how are you restructuring that pyramid with your program?
Well, the hierarchy really didn't fail business. Business just never understood it or took it seriously. See, needs are the only thing that motivate us. Nothing else does. It's people are wanting animals. Okay, from birth to death, we spend all our time working, if you will, to pursue needs. And once one need is satisfied, another one comes back and replaces it automatically. And so, from birth to death, we are constantly in a chase to satisfy needs that are important to us. As I said, what Maslow did when he put this hierarchy, he discovered it, and it's for the most part, I think, true. Our physiological needs are important to us, but once we got plenty of water and food and clothes, they no longer motivate our behavior. Then the next level, safety, kicks in. Well, once we feel secure in our situation, we don't have to worry about being shot. We don't have to worry about finding a job. We have financial security. Then the next level kicks in, and the social needs. Now, basically, that's your belongingness and love need. The need to be accepted, the need to be give and receive love, those kind of things. Now, what Maslow left off, no, he didn't intentionally, he dances around it, just didn't say it. Basically, people have a need to be treated as equals. That's what being accepted is. You're accepted for who you are. I'm not better than you are. But that was never dealt with directly in anything. I went back and read his original paper that was published in 1943, and I didn't find that. Okay. Once the social needs are satisfied, the next level kicks in, which is your esteem needs. And he did touch on this one because he talks about the need for self-respect, and you get that from competence in doing things, and you build your self-esteem through achievements. With actions that you control. So a big part of that he did mention was freedom. Well, but that didn't translate. And he even used the word autonomy. Well, autonomy means I'm free to determine how I do my job. That was not dealt with directly by people writing business books. So basically, people don't like being told how to do their job, but they like figuring out how to do it for themselves. And that's a very important need, because as I accomplish things through my own discretion, through my own efforts, by deciding how I'm going to apply my effort, I learn, and that's how I grow. And that makes it exciting. And the last need, the self-actualization one, that's, basically he said it's the need to become more of what you're capable of becoming. As I think he said in his paper, he says, a poet needs to write poetry. An artist needs to paint. Well, what he meant was, in my opinion, is people had to have meaning in their lives. They had to have a feeling that their lives counted for something. And another way of translating that in business, people don't want a job, they want a cause that they can get excited about. They want to be part of something special. And that came out in the Towers Perrin report across 88,600 employees. They wanted to work for an organization that was striving for excellence. Well, excellence means we are somebody, we're doing something very special. And so Maslow didn't intentionally leave them out. Those are the important things when it comes to getting people excited about coming to work and working hard. And what I try to do in a program now is to show how the traditional management methodology, the control paradigm, does not deal with those needs. And as a result, people are demotivated. And I try to give them a management system that capitalizes on these needs. The traditional method satisfies needs that are already satisfied in most people, and denies the satisfaction of needs that are important. That's why it doesn't work. And with my new method, destination work, it provides opportunities for the satisfaction of needs that are extremely important. That's why people get so excited about coming to work, working hard, and that's why they get their batteries recharged at work.